running back and defensive back, senior number 1, DJ Cheeseborough. A 5'10", 205-pound running back and linebacker, senior number 2, Jacaden Grayson. A 5'10", 170-pound running back and linebacker, sophomore number 3, CJ Rowden. A 5'11", 165-pound wide receiver and defensive back, junior number 4, Michael Brothers. A 5'9", 175-pound wide receiver and defensive back, junior number 5, Eric Millsap. A 5'9", 145-pound running back and defensive back, sophomore number 6, Steve Grayson. A 5'11", 165-pound wide receiver and defensive back, senior number 8, Cam Holland. A 5'9", 130-pound running back and defensive back, sophomore number 9, James Huff. A 5'11", 160-pound running back and linebacker, sophomore number 10, Hunter Norwood. A 6'2", 155-pound kicker and defensive lineman, senior number 11, Will Jowers. A 6'1", 190-pound tight end and linebacker, junior number 12, Ronald Johnson. A 5'6", 140-pound running back and linebacker, sophomore number 13, Cooper Elam. A 5'9", 140-pound running back and linebacker, sophomore number 14, Paxton Kennedy. A 5'8", 140-pound running back and defensive back, sophomore number 15, Jaron Johnson. A 5'11", 160-pound quarterback and defensive back, freshman number 16, Christian Draper. A 5'11", 165-pound wide receiver, defensive back, and kicker, junior number 17, CJ Welch. A 5'8", 150-pound running back and linebacker, sophomore number 18, Brendan Lucy. A 6'1", 180-pound tight end and linebacker, sophomore number 20, Gunnar Lewis. A 5'8", 145-pound running back and defensive back, sophomore number 22, Taylor Andrews. A 5'3", 100-pound wide receiver and defensive back, freshman number 25, Corey Jose. A 5'6", 155-pound running back and linebacker, freshman number 26, Troy Davis. A 5'9", 145-pound wide receiver and defensive back, freshman number 27, Jalen Williams. 5'7", 195-pound running back and linebacker, sophomore, number 28, Alvin Patrick. A 5'10", 155-pound wide receiver and defensive back, sophomore, number 29, Jakeem Clark. A 5'7", 115-pound running back and defensive lineman, freshman, number 30, Antoine Pitts. A 5'10", 140-pound wide receiver and defensive back, freshman, number 30, Antoine. Correction, number 31, Zach Quinton Austin. A 5'7", 145-pound running back and linebacker, sophomore, number 32, Jacob Rotten. A 5'7", 125-pound wide receiver and defensive back, freshman, number 33, Willie Fields. A 5'10", 180-pound running back and linebacker, freshman, number 34, Jalen Hadaway. A 5'4", 120-pound wide receiver and defensive back, freshman, number 39, John Wilkerson. A 5'7", 180-pound offensive lineman and defensive lineman, freshman, number 40, Eric Mendoza. A 5'11", 150-pound tight end and linebacker, 8th grader, number 41, Kamarian Leach. A 5'7", 245-pound offensive and defensive lineman, junior, number 50, Adrian Moore. A 5'10", 210-pound offensive and defensive lineman, senior, number 51, Yahia Yahya. A 5'10", 220-pound offensive and defensive lineman, junior, number 52, Braden Williams. A 5'11", 185-pound offensive and defensive lineman, junior, number 53, Riley Champion. A 5'5", 195-pound offensive and defensive lineman, freshman, number 54, Braylon Houston. A 5'7", 180-pound offensive and defensive lineman, sophomore, number 56, Titus Cohen. A 5'9", 200-pound offensive and defensive lineman, sophomore, number 57, Mater Pop. A 5'11", 195-pound offensive and defensive lineman, sophomore, number 58, Clayton Webb. A 6', 185-pound offensive lineman and linebacker, freshman, number 59, Mikey Fuller. A 5'7", 190-pound offensive and defensive lineman, sophomore, number 60, Jakeelan Watkins. A 5'8", 265-pound offensive and defensive lineman, junior, number 61, D'Anthony Bettis. A 6'1", 290-pound offensive and defensive lineman, 8th grader, number 62, KJ Monaghan. A 5'11", 210-pound offensive and defensive lineman, 8th grader, number 63, Micah Cowan. A 5'9", 235-pound offensive and defensive lineman, senior, number 64, Leland Burge. A 5'10", 254-pound offensive and defensive lineman, junior, number 65, Linus Abrams. A 5'11", 280-pound offensive and defensive lineman, freshman, number 66, Zamarian Taylor. A 5'9", 195-pound offensive and defensive lineman, freshman, number 68, Michael Harrington. A 6'2", 240-pound offensive and defensive lineman, senior, number 71, Braden Bradford.
Oh, no, that's the case.
A 5'9", 225-pound offensive and defensive lineman, freshman, number 75, Ethan Grayson. A 5'11", 320-pound offensive and defensive lineman, junior, number 76, Ryan Washington. A 6'1", 320-pound offensive and defensive lineman, junior, number 77, Aiden McGilberry. A 6'3", 305-pound offensive and defensive lineman, senior, number 78, G.Q. A 5'8", 170-pound tight end and defensive lineman, freshman, number 85, Chance Jones. A 6'3", 120-pound tight end and defensive lineman, freshman, number 88, Zeke Presley. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Thomasville Tiger football team.